Building a Supplement Company, part 4?
Part 4 it is.
Part 4. John, we're at market. We're at market. And now we need to keep them.
Yeah.
Keep them interested. Keep them coming back.
Right.
What do you think?
Well, I think, like we talked about in part 3, building a customer base is extremely hard. So if we're going to talk about retaining a customer base, you have to think about why they came in, right? And they came in because they felt that we offered, or whatever supplement company you're thinking about starting is offering something unique that they can't get elsewhere. So that feeling or that thought, you have to continue to build on it. And I think you have to continue to build on it with constant innovation, right? People tend to get comfortable. So let's say Max Effort Muscle built a base, and we have post-workout, pre-workout, fat burner, and we say, great, we have a base of customers. Well, if we don't add protein, if we don't add energy, if we don't add a women's line, there's nothing new that people can relate to and bring more friends in or more peers in or family in. So once you have the customer, you have to continue to work to innovate and broaden your product breadth.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that what we've learned by going direct to customer over retail is that you are the news.
Correct.
Like no
Correct.
vendors creating the news for you, especially with our model that the flavors, the new categories, which you saw a good spike in when we go new categories, the new color of t-shirts, the different styles of what you did with the logo as you were breaking it apart, Johnny, taking the bolt, taking this, taking
Sure.
that. I think that that is one thing that was very different for me that I had to pay attention to, that our manufacturer brought up early,
Right.
and that we've talked about a lot, and constantly not getting comfortable to challenge ourselves to do that, because even we have got comfortable and had to be
Absolutely.
like, fuck, we didn't do anything new this month, or we need multiple things new this month, or what have it.
Great point. It's a great point, because when you are direct to consumer, so if you're thinking about starting a company and you want to sell direct and not go through GNC and go through all that stuff that slashes your margins down, like Cory said, you have to make the news. So how do you make the news? You constantly have to be bringing out new items. It could be new apparel, it could be new stickers, it could be new shaker cups. But unless you're telling a new story, people get bored. People don't want to see the same flavor.
Even if they like you.
Even if they like
It
you,
doesn't
right?
matter.
Because why should I return to your website if I know what's going to be there? So the trick when you're going direct to consumer is, okay, we need to bring people new, so they have a reason to come back. And when they come back, typically a purchase follows.
Yeah, agreed. I think that that's one thing that you can literally, this whole process of what we're talking about is something that always has to be on your mind. As any business owner,
Absolutely.
What's new, what's the news, how are we different, how do we keep people, what more value can we offer? I think that's just a question that should be always kind of, I think that's a really good point. I don't know, like moving across all these different episodes, these are things that just never come out of the dialogue right here.
Yeah, and I think we all know that retail has changed. We live in an age of juggernauts. So if you're building a brand, you are fighting Amazon. You are fighting Target now. You're fighting Walmart, which means you're fighting to keep customers in the fold that could go elsewhere, spend half the amount of money on a supplement, get the same amount. So the question you have to ask yourself as a business owner or as a supplement company owner is, why are they going to spend more money to get my product? And that's why you have to literally invest in your customer through swag items, through things like we talked about, t-shirts and shaker cups, and making them feel like they are a part of something, because just speaking from our experience, they are a part of something. Our customers are just as big a part of this business as everybody who works here.
Absolutely. I think it's a great part to stop. On to part 5 soon.
Do it.
MaxEffortMuscle.com.